Well, good evening, friends. Mark Holmes here. And as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Blue Sports Report. Without you guys and you ladies, this literally does not work. I always like to be very introspective and try and, I don't know, in some regards, I guess, be a philosopher, so to speak, or I don't know if that's the right term. But I like to look at things from different points of view and come up with maybe conclusions that maybe other people haven't thought about. Cowboys legend and I got into a little thing years ago. And it was because I think it was 2017. I posed the question of because Tyron Smith had gotten hurt, Zeke Elliott was dealing with suspend, don't suspend, and all of that. And you could see that that season was going nowhere. And I said, would you want the Cowboys to lose? Or would the Cowboys losing be the worst thing to happen? Because I looked at it from the standpoint of Jason Garrett got stale. I think you only have so much time where players truly listen to you, and after a while, you get tuned out. I think teams understand what you're doing to the point where you become less effective. I think the Dallas Cowboys, from the 2016 success, got fat off of that and figured if it ain't broke, don't fix it. To this day, I look back at the Jason Garrett tenure and say, I don't know what the stamp was of Jason Garrett. I can't think of any innovations that they brought to the Dallas Cowboys. What it looked like to me was copying what we did in the past. And so I looked at that and said, if this season does go to hell, maybe this would be the impetus to cause change. Give the Cowboys better draft picks. Get rid of Jason Garrett. To start over from that standpoint. And I had so many people that are like, oh man, you're crazy. You don't ever wish to lose. But see, the way I looked at it was sometimes you have to have short term pain for long term gain. Because the end game is getting back to winning that Super Bowl trophy. Us winning a few games in 2017 with a season that was lost that you knew there was no chance in hell that you're going to the Super Bowl. Winning a couple games there, if it hurts you down the road, wasn't helping you. And it got ugly there for a bit, but we cool now. We cool. But as I look at what happened last year, it may end up being the best thing that actually happened to the Dallas Cowboys. In the same way, 1-15 was terrible. Oh my God, living through that. It was awful. But that started the change for the Dallas Cowboys that led to the 3 Super Bowl champions in the 90s. It brought in more talent. Brought us an easier schedule for the next year, so that way we can start building some confidence. And as I look at where we are right now, there's no guarantee on any of the players we drafted. But you have to look at Micah Parsons and say, it looks like that's the real dude right now. You look at the other players who we were able to draft too because we were higher up. Seems like we have some dogs. Had we won 2 more games last year, we wouldn't have been in the position that we are now. Instead of being able to draft a Micah Parsons and move back to get him and get an extra 3rd round pick, we've been drafting in 19. Instead of playing like the Cardinals, we'd be playing the Seahawks. Instead of playing New England, we'd be playing the Bills. We'd be playing Green Bay. We would have had a tougher schedule. We would have had all these talking heads out there putting the target on our back saying, the Cowboys, they were division champs, one of the best teams in football. like they're saying about the Washington football team. This ends up taking some of the pressure off of the Dallas Cowboys. Not only that, with Jerry Jones always feels we're close. We're not that far away. If we just add a piece here, a piece there, then we'll be fine. Well, last year was so bad on that defense. They looked at that and said, no, we got to get a different coach in here. This guy's not the one. We've got to look at this defense and try and turn this thing around. And they ended up being laser focused on fixing this defense, not only with the draft, but also in free agency. Dontre Moore and, Dontre Kazee. I don't know what I'm thinking. Dirty Moore Stew, I don't know. Keanu O'Neal, Brett Urban, Carlos, what's his name? We've looked at trying to get this together, but getting a master chef in Dan Quinn. Had we won the division last year, we wouldn't be in this position right now. It's not to say that it's going to work, but you should feel better right now where this team is, having Mike McCarthy there a second year, having some stability for the offense with Kellen Moore and Dak Prescott coming back, Lyle Collins, Tyron Smith, having some more experience now on the offensive line because of last year. Tyler Badish got an opportunity to play because Lyle Collins wasn't there. I don't want him to start, but if a player goes down and he has to play, I feel better about an undrafted rookie free agent who now has 13 games under his belt there. Because we were so bad last year, so many of these young guys got an opportunity to play and some experience that is going to be much needed going forward. Now, Philly 500 was saying that the Eagles are building a juggernaut. If Jalen Hurts is the quarterback, we've got 3 number ones next year, and we could go ahead and go cornerback and defensive end and running back. And if the team can develop these players, it was a whole lot of ifs. He started the whole conversation with the Eagles are building a juggernaut, but everything that he said that they were going to do was an if, and if, and if, and if. He had so many damn ifs. You look at that and say, are you sure that they're building something? You're hoping that they can. If Howie Roseman doesn't screw it up. The funny thing is in all of those things that he kept saying, if, he didn't say anything about Jalen Reagor. Didn't say a word about that guy. Has he already given up on him? Does he think he's ass like Justin Jefferson? I don't know. But I feel good about the team having an opportunity to maybe win their division. And that's as far as I'm going to go. I'm not going to be one of these ones, oh, we're going to go deep in the playoffs, man. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. You guys can do that. I'm not doing that. I'm looking at it from the standpoint of, let's see if we can win our division. If we can do that, that's a start. Anything beyond that, to me, is gravy. But, like I said, I think it was actually the best thing that could happen. Now, you've had that slice of humble pie. Now, you got to get your ass up off the mat. And now, you got to work your ass off to get there. One last thing. One of our draftees does rap music. It's not old school rap like I like, but does rap music. And so people will say, oh, he's not focused on football. Let me ask you something. I don't know what you do for a living. Your job, 9 to 5, I don't know, 5 to 2, I don't know, whatever your hours are. When you get finished doing your job for the day, do you go home and work on your job at home the rest of the day and then go to bed? Do you work on your job every waking moment? Every waking moment other than sleeping? I bet you don't. I bet you don't. Because I see PlayStation and Madden tournaments all the time, right? Players challenge each other. Madden, PlayStation, Zeke Elliott, low key faded late at night. Back in my day, we didn't have, of course, all that. We played spades, lots of spades. We shot hoops, went to the swimming pool. We did football. You concentrate on football. But then, you gotta get your mind off of it. So how is doing rap any different than playing Madden? This is the thing that drives me crazy, is bullshit that they come up with. Some guys might go jet skiing. Some guys might go cruising in the park. I mean, cruising in the strip. Out for rides in their cars. Everybody needs a distraction and something else to do. Being a rapper as well as a football player, sorry, it's not a negative. All right, y'all. Monday night, it's getting late. Got to go back down the country tomorrow, so I'll be on the road for about 300 miles. And in between, tired. In between, we'll bring you all the news on the Dallas Cowboys. I hope you had a great Memorial weekend. One more time, because we can't ever say it enough. Thank you for all you veterans that are here. And my gratitude for all of you veterans that aren't. I appreciate everything you've done. Shout out to my man Daniel Hernandez, who's had 30 years or 32 years, and today is his retirement day. Shout out to you, bro. All right, y'all. I'm rambling. I'll see y'all later. Ooh. I got the landscape lights working around, so there's a little ambient light, so that's why you can still see me getting my broken up ass. When I say broke ass, it's not just money. It's also my ass is broken. See you later.